Have you ever been stranded on the side of the road, Ollie?
Yes.
It's not comfortable, is it?
No.
Dogs and poodles, if you find yourself in a jam on the side of the highway, give my folks at Bay 11 Towing a call, 404-770-6949. Again, that's 404-770-6949. Being stranded on the side of the road in Metro Atlanta is very stressful and dangerous. Bay 11 Towing is who you need to call, whether you're dealing with a flat tire, dead battery, full-on breakdown, or whatever that may have you on the side of the road. Call our folks at Bay 11 Towing, and they will get to you with a competitive rate and quicker than everybody else in town. Again, that's Bay 11 Towing. That number is 404-770-6949.
He is my king, he is my one. Yes, he's my father, yes, he's my son. I can talk to him, cause he understands everything I go through and everything I am. He's my support system, I can't live without him. The best thing since sliced bread is his kiss, his hugs, his lips, his touch. And I just want the whole world to know about my black brother. I love you, and I'll never try to hurt you. I want you to know that I'm here for you forever true. Cause you're my black brother, strong brother, and there is no one above you. I want you to know that I'm here for you forever true. He's misunderstood. Some say that he's up to no good around the neighborhood. Well, for your information, a lot of my brothers got education. Now check it. You got your Wall Street brother, your blue collar brother, you're down for whatever, chilling on the corner brother, talented brother, and to every one of y'all behind bars, you know that Angie loves you. My black brother, I love you. I'll never try to hurt you. No. For you, cause you're my black brother. Said I'll never hurt you. I want you to know that I'm here for you. Forever, brother, my strong brother. There is no one. There is no one. I want you to know that I'm here for you. True. You mean so much to me. You give me what I need. I'm so proud. I said I'm so proud. I love you for staying strong. You got it going on. I'm so proud of you. Going through thick and thin, brothers, you gonna win. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. Whenever you're facing down, brothers gonna work it out. I'm so proud. I got unshakable faith. To hurt you. I want you to know that I'm here for you. My brother, strong brother. There is no one other. I want you to know that I'm here for you. Only you. To hurt you. I want you to know that I'm here for you forever true. Cause you're mine.
All right, welcome to the show. For the few people that are in the house for this Lunch and Learn number 4, my name is Doug Stewart, one half of the world famous Two Live Stews. But what I do in my day job is I am in the financial services industry, in particular, selling life insurance. So this is the 4th Lunch and Learn that I've done in the last 4 weeks. I'm churning them out. We've talked about different issues and different subjects and topics in the life insurance space, including term insurance, whole life insurance, the $1 million baby concept. And today we have another great topic that's really kind of similar to the $1 million baby concept, but just from a slightly different angle. All right. So just to recap a little bit, the $1 million baby concept was basically you buy life insurance, whole life insurance for your children, and whole life insurance builds cash value over time. And over a period of time, the cash accumulation grows significantly for the benefit of the child. The child can actually grow up, take control of the policy, and use said cash accumulation later on in life to do with whatever he wants or whatever they want, tax-free. Okay? So this is kind of the same thing, but handled as opposed to you being the owner of the policy in the $1 million baby concept. It's not necessarily a baby that's going to benefit from this. It's going to be an adult, and it's not handled by an owner. It's handled by a trust. Okay. And so the name of it is called the Rockefeller method. You know the Rockefeller name, very influential, rich. When we talk about rich in America, we talk about the Rockefeller family. Okay. And so that family came up, the head of that family came up with this method of reproducing life insurance for all the members of the family to the benefit of the family as a whole, using a trust. So I'm going to show you a quick little video that really summarizes it very, very well. I'm going to talk to you a little bit more about it as well. And we'll kind of have a recap. This is not going to be long at all. It's going to be a very quick show today. But trust me when I tell you, and you can look up and do your own research on your own, these are the types of concepts that wealthy people, well-to-do people use in building generational wealth. Okay? This is what they do. This is one of the secrets. All right? And it's not really a secret, but you weren't told to ask about it. Most of the people watching this episode are in my demographic. They're in my community. But if you don't know the questions to ask, I didn't know. Okay. If you don't know the questions to ask, you don't know what you're even looking for, you have no clue. So very, very incredible concept. Just watch this video, and then I'm going to talk to you more about it once again, and we'll kind of summarize. And if there are any questions in the private chat or in the chat, then I'll answer those questions. But here's a breakdown, a real clean breakdown in 45 seconds about this concept, the Rockefeller method.
What is the Waterfall method? The Waterfall method is every single individual of the Rockefeller family got a very large life insurance policy put on them. The beneficiaries of those life insurance policies always tied back to the trust. And then inside of the trust was a cash value life insurance policy, which is used as the family bank. Now the family bank is inside the trust, so it acts as like a family vault. Now all the family members can take loans from the cash value life insurance throughout their whole life. When they die and pass away, that death benefit pays it all back, therefore replenishing all the funds that they use throughout their life. And with every single generation, the family trust just keeps getting poured in with more and more and more and more money, therefore making the family richer and more powerful, therefore creating generational wealth.
Okay, did you understand that? Did you catch that? In a nutshell, okay, and I'm going to break it down a little bit more, but in a nutshell, the Rockefeller method is a method where you buy life insurance for all the members of the family, whole life insurance for all the members of the family. I talked about, before I played the video, the cash accumulation aspect of a whole life insurance policy. This is really talking about the death benefit. You know, I'm sure at the end of the time where you're the insured and you need to pull out some cash out of the policy, I'm sure that the trust is set up to allow you to do that. But really, what this is talking about is the death benefit that's been paid for all these years. When you get a whole life insurance policy, ultimately, the family can use that money any way they want. When said insured passes away, that death benefit goes back into the trust. The trust distributes it back to the living members of the family. Okay, understand? The purpose of the trust, and all a trust really is in this case, is a legal entity that directs where finances go. Okay? You're the owner of a trust. You set the trust up with certain orders or certain direction in where the assets go after you pass away. Okay? That's all it is. And so you set up a trust, you get life insurance on all your kids, or you get life insurance on yourself. In this case, if we're talking about from the start, when you pass away, the trust dictates that all the kids and all the grandkids now get life insurance on themselves, and it continues. It's kind of like a continuous thing, like a domino effect that just continues on and on and on and on and on. You know what? It's a good thing. I'm about to play the video one more time because it's quick, but it's very precise and very simple. And then I'll break it down to you a little bit more. And once again, it's a very easy concept to understand. And I don't know how most people, or we don't talk about this more in our community, as I said earlier, because it's really an easy concept to understand and to execute. But I'm going to show you the video one more time and pay close attention, and then we'll talk about it a little bit more when we get out of it, all right? All right, so here it goes.
What is the waterfall method? The waterfall method is every single individual of the Rockefeller family got a very large life insurance policy put on them. The beneficiaries of those life insurance policies always tied back to the trust. And then inside of the trust was a cash value life insurance policy, which is used as the family bank. Now the family bank is inside the trust, so it acts as like a family vault. Now all the family members can take loans from the cash value life insurance throughout their whole life. When they die and pass away, that death benefit pays it all back, therefore replenishing all the funds that they used throughout their life. And with every single generation, the family trust just keeps getting poured in with more and more and more and more money, therefore making the family richer and more powerful, therefore creating generational wealth.
There you have.
What is the waterfall method?
There you have it. Very simple to understand. Grab a pencil and sheet of paper. I want you to write down the different levels of this thing if you're interested in it, okay? If you're interested in changing your family's financial trajectory literally forever, okay? Literally forever. This can be done. It's very, very simple. I actually have a couple of clients that have partaked in this. Okay, I actually have a trust attorney and a state attorney that I work with on speed dial that knows this. We've had meetings about this process and about this concept. And so they know exactly what to look for, the things, the language in the trust to execute this Rockefeller method to perfection. Okay, so it's very simple. You set up the trust. And once again, what's the trust doing? The trust is establishing, and you're dictating while you're living, where the finances that are put in this trust will be distributed. Okay? What's item number 2 in the Rockefeller waterfall method? You get a cash value life insurance policy on all the members of the family. Remember, the younger you are, the less expensive life insurance is. Okay? Most whole life policies, the premium does not change. The death benefit doesn't change. So you're buying literally policies of 1-year-old kids. Okay? Make the beneficiaries of the policies the trust. You heard that? So the trust is going to distribute, but the beneficiaries of the policies are the trust. Okay? So you get a policy on a 1-year-old child. The beneficiary of the policy is the trust. It's not another person that's going to screw it up, that's going to take the money and blow it in Vegas or something like that. The beneficiary of the policy is the trust. What about the trust is interesting. We just talked about. You dictated in the trust in a legal matter where said funds and how said funds will be distributed. Okay? So, once again, your screw-up nephew, 20 years after you're done, can't get all the money in the trust that's made by all these life insurance policies on all the family members and take it and blow it on some chick. Okay? That's what the trust is, okay? That's exactly what the purpose of the trust is, okay? Next part. Members of the family can take loans from the policy to start a business, invest, whatever the case may be. So yes, all this money is building up in the trust, but within that trust, you could have a line that says, when you reach 21 years of age, you can take out $200,000 out of the trust, or everybody that reaches age 21 of age, they can at that point take $200,000 out of this $5 billion and buy a house. Or you can take $300,000 out of the trust and you can start a business. You see what I'm saying? You're dictating where this money is going to go in a responsible manner from the grave. Okay? When a member passes, the death benefit pays back the trust. Remember, the beneficiary took some money out to buy a house, to start a business. When he dies, remember, he got a policy put on him when he was 1 year old. That death benefit on him goes back into the trust. And last part, moving forward, the family's wealth will transfer from generations to generations. That is it. It's a very simple concept. All you're doing is regurgitating, buying life insurance policies on all the members of the family. Newborn comes into the world. 1 year down the road, he's getting a policy on him. Okay? And it's a domino effect. It continues to roll over and over and over. And ultimately, based on the margins, like the margins might be, you can get $250,000, like I mentioned a couple seconds ago. You get this much at this time. You get this much at this time. But the amount of return you're making, or the trust is making, from the death benefits on all these generations of kids over and over and over and over never runs out. That is how the Rockefeller family continues to be one of the wealthiest families in the world. And that man, the head of the Rockefeller family, been dead 100 years. But nobody in that family is ever theoretically going to have to work. Not theoretically, truthfully, is going to have to work because of this method. What are your thoughts? And you're watching the Doug Stewart. You're watching Doug Stewart, one half the world famous Two Live Stews. Just a reminder, if you didn't know, me and my brother are back doing the sports show, the sports show, or the Guy Talk Show. I hate to call it sports because we talk about a whole lot more than sports. But every Monday and Thursday mornings at 7 a.m. right here on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. You can go to 2LiveStews, YouTube.com, and save the show or subscribe to the show. And whenever we go live, you'll get an alert saying that the guys are live and you can tune in. All right. So once again, I'd love to be your life insurance agent. I'd love for you to, if you want to do something truly monumental for your family, and this thing doesn't happen overnight. It doesn't happen overnight, but being, broke can happen overnight. So it's not something that you think about today and you forget about it. No, you're going to have to go through all of the steps to set it up correctly. And if you set it up correctly, you fund this thing correctly at the very beginning. I just went over all the details and exactly how you can domino this thing where your great grandchildren will be set up for life. All right. I don't see any questions. If you'd like to get more information, you'd like to appreciate it, Cuzzo. Cuzzo gave me a $10 donation to show a $10 donation. Thank you so much, Cuzzo Derek. If you'd like to talk more about it, if you'd like to get illustrations ran for you and how this thing would work perpetually, if you'd also like to talk to the estate attorney that I work with in setting up this particular concept, once again, the Rockefeller Waterfall method, holla at me. All right. You can email me, sme.dougstewart@gmail.com. It's sme.dougstewart@gmail.com. We can schedule a consultation, and I'll break it down for you even more with illustrations. But once again, it's a very easy concept. And listen, man, I mean, I know it sounds like, wow, that'll take forever. Well, I promise you, 5 or 6 generations down, 4 or 5 generations down, they're going to be happy that you took the time to not just get a life insurance policy, but, set the family up for success forever. Because in the trust, you can say, hey, listen, every member of the family has to get a policy. The trust is going to pay the premiums for the policy. The policy is going to be this big. All the different essentials and elements you need to execute this thing one time in writing in a trust with a estate attorney, and your family theoretically could be set for life. All right. Once again, sme.dougstewart@gmail.com. If you're not interested, you know somebody that might be interested, you know somebody that's quote unquote wealthy, and you can do it at different levels. You may be able to pay for small policies now. You may know somebody that may be able to pay for big policies, and you tell them about the concept. You give them my phone number and my email address and have them reach out to me. I love referrals. I appreciate it. Matter of fact, my email is sme.dougstewart@gmail.com. My phone number is 678-770-8073. Again, that's 678-770-8073. Just leave a message. You're interested in, the waterfall method. You can text me. You can email me, whatever way you want, and I will reach back out to you, and we'll have once again, a free consultation, no strings attached. Thank you for tuning in. Plan to do Lunch and Learn episode number 5 next week, the same time. Pass the word, subscribe, follow, call me, text, email, whatever you want to do. And I'd love to talk to you. All right. Y'all have a great rest of your day. And see you this Thursday, 7 a.m. live on the 2 live studios on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. Peace. Peace.